Hi ladies, I'm Hannah. This is Real Yoga and this one's Real Yoga for period pain. So if you're someone who experiences cramping, bloating, headaches, lower back pain, PMS, all that fun stuff that we associate with getting our monthlies, then this practice is designed for you. I developed this practice alongside self-work workshops who are based here in Berlin. You can check them out on Facebook or online. And a lot of love and care has gone into this practice in trying to develop something that you can take and have with you at home for when you're experiencing these really awful symptoms that unfortunately we deal with all the time. So we don't need anything fancy for this practice. I highly recommend this one in bed if you're feeling especially sensitive or tired. And if you have a hot water bottle or a wheat bag or something heavy that you can place on your belly just for a bit of extra relief, this would be really amazing to bring to the mat today as well. So grab whatever you need, find your comfiest gear, and I'll meet you on the mat. Okay, so we'll start by lying in Supta Baddha Konasana, which means soles of the feet together and knees wide. This is our first great place to grab that water bottle or wheat bag and place it on your lower abdominal area. And if you don't have anything, you can either grab a pillow or just gently place your hands on the same space right at the lower abdominal area. Make sure that the feet are together and the knees are relaxed. If it's too much for the hips, you can make fists and bring these fists underneath your thighs, or if you've got additional pillows or props or whatever, place them underneath the legs. And then close the eyes, tuck the shoulder blades underneath you and get comfy in the upper back body as well. And we'll start by taking a big breath in, breathe into the belly here. Feel the belly puff up like a balloon and then exhale, release. Nice. Let's do this 2 more times. Big inhale, breath in. Exhale, release. Nice. 1 more time. Really fill the belly up with air. And exhale, let it all go. Nice. And then keep connecting to your breath here. Maybe sending the breath into this lower abdominal area. Or we're all girls here, this reproductive area. Sending this space in our body a little bit of extra love. And unfortunately, as women, experiencing periods is something that most of us go through. Not everyone. And not everyone experiences challenging or painful periods. So for you guys, awesome. But unfortunately, a lot of us do experience pain or cramping or bloating or just general moodiness, aggravation. So this is where the breathwork part comes in. So the physical symptoms, we can move our body around and do lots of stuff to alleviate those. But the mental symptoms, the moodiness and the snappiness, sometimes the best we can do for that is start to control our mind, which we do in yoga through meditation. And how do we meditate? We concentrate on our breath. So keep using this time now to do exactly that, concentrating on the breath, traveling in and out, feeling the belly rise and fall. Starting to relax the shoulders, relax the face. And when you're ready, taking a deep breath in, taking the hands to the outsides of the legs, and then squeezing the knees in and bring them in towards the chest. Nice. So give the knees a bit of a hug here. Any compression on the belly generally starts to feel nice. If you still have your water bottle here, it's totally fine. You can keep it there if it's not in the way. Take the left foot to the mat and then send the right leg up to the sky. Just interlace the hands gently behind the leg. And don't worry about the leg being super straight here. In fact, bend it a lot, but keep the foot really flexed. So the toes towards the face and the heel of the foot towards the sky. And we're going to stay really gentle here. So we'll keep that left foot flat on the mat. If you really want to, you can send it out long. If you feel like you've got a little more energy and you've got a little more in you, go ahead. Otherwise, start to feel this gentle stretch in the hamstring, releasing the shoulders down to the mat. And doing these sort of leg lifts starts to decompress through the leg and also alleviate the lower back. So the more length that we give to our hamstring muscles, the less that our lower back sort of compensates for these muscles being really tight. So this should feel really nice. Beautiful. And then from here, bend the knee a lot, reach for the outside edge of the foot, send that foot up, keep the knee really bent, bending it in towards the armpit, taking half happy baby just for a breath in here. And then exhale, send that leg out long if you haven't already, bend the knee, right arm goes out to the side, left hand to right knee, and then come over into a reclined twist. Beautiful, just super gentle here, sending the knee to one side, but trying to keep that right shoulder blade planted down towards the mat. Nice. And then come back through center. Bend both knees again. You can replace your hot water bottle or whatever if it's slid up. And then take the left leg up to the sky, hands interlaced behind the knee. Again, keep the leg fairly bent here, but keep the foot active. So this is the main thing we're worrying about rather than worrying about a super straight leg. And if it feels good for you to keep this opposite foot down on the mat, then go ahead. But again, if you've got a little more in you and you want more stretch, you're welcome to send that leg out long. Take a few breaths here, trying to relax in this pose as you feel all that blood traveling down the leg in the opposite direction. Really nice for lowering our blood pressure. And then the stretch in the hamstring starts to relieve the tension in the lower back, which is also why it's important not to have this super straight leg here, because sometimes if we can't naturally straighten the leg, then that stretch starts to go into our back, and that's what we don't want here today. Nice. Take one more big breath in. And then exhale to release the hands from the back of the leg. Reach the left hand to the outside of the left foot and come into half happy baby. Again, foot stays really flexed, and this time the knee points in towards the armpit. Just one breath in here. And then as you exhale, straighten the opposite leg, bend the knee a lot, release the foot and come into your reclined twist. So left arm goes out long, but keep that shoulder down to the mat, and then left knee goes to the opposite side. Beautiful. Keep trying to breathe into the belly here. Nice. Gently make your way back to center. Hug both knees in. Give yourself a really nice squeeze. Beautiful. And then we'll roll over to one side to lift ourselves all the way up to seated. Sorry, get my microphone organized. And then from here, actually, we're going to come onto all fours. So on all fours, let's take the big toes together this time and the knees wide, and bring the hands underneath the shoulders. So wrists are underneath the shoulders, but this time the knees are not underneath the hips. They're slightly wider and our big toes are together. From here, we'll move through some gentle cat-cow. So inhale to drop the belly, shoulder blades squeeze together, lift the chin, and then exhale, find this opposite motion, pressing into the mat, rounding the spine. Nice. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Just getting some gentle movement in the spine here. Should feel really nice, not forced. Exhale as you press away. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Start to walk the hands in front of you. Curl the butt up to the sky as you send the butt way, way back towards the heels. And gently melt the heart down, forehead, rest to the mat. We find child's pose. This is another great pose when you're on your period. And if you've got pillows or something that you want to put underneath you to hug onto, especially if you're in bed, this will feel really good. But otherwise, again, it's just a chance for us to go internal. Start to listen to the sound of our breath and use that breath to help quieten the mind and give yourself permission to just slow down. So after you've taken a few moments here, press into the hands, start to lift the chin, and we're going to slide all the way forward onto the belly. Nice. So on the belly, send the legs out long, tops of the feet down to the mat, and then bring the hands underneath the shoulders. From here, we'll roll the shoulders back, press into the feet a lot, and inhale, lift the chest, find cobra pose or baby cobra. Nice. Keep lifting here. Keep really pressing into the toes, but there's almost no way in the hands, so you could lift the hands and let them hover. But we'll use them here today just for support, but just still trying not to keep the weight in them. And we're doing this pose because it starts to massage our internal organs. At the same time, it's a heart opener, so it's energizing for our bodies, which is nice when we're feeling very flat and crappy. Nice, so breathe in here, and then exhale to lower all the way back down. Beautiful. From here, bend both knees, reach around, grab the tops of the feet, and then shoulders roll back again. If you've got any lower back problems, maybe skip this one out and just come back into cobra again. From here, flex the toes so you feel them click into the fingers. And then on an inhale breath, lift the chest, lift the thighs, come into Dhanurasana or bow pose. Nice. And you can use your breath to start rocking your body forwards and backwards. Just a couple of times. Feel this exaggerated internal organ massage. Nice. One more big breath in. And then exhale, release. Make a pillow with the hands. Turn the head to one side. Wiggle the hips just a little. Beautiful. And then this time again, bring hands underneath the shoulders, this time knees together, send the hips back, sweep the arms back with you and come into child's pose or balasana. This time with the knees together, feel the compression of the belly on the thighs, and this is also nice to feel a bit of pressure on this area, especially if you have any pain. Let the shoulders relax. If you've got a bit of a headache, maybe it feels nice to roll the head from side to side, just gently. And then slowly pressing into the hands to lift yourself all the way up. And from here, we'll move into Malasana or a yogi squat. So take your feet out to the sides, either heels up or down, doesn't matter. Toes point out to 45 degrees, knees are wide. And then bring the hands together at the heart. So the elbows press into the inner thighs or the inside of the knees. And we find length in the spine. Close down the eyes here. And for some of us, this part might feel a bit weird. We're going to send our breath into our lady parts to just give this area a bit of extra love, Very easy to connect to while you're opening up here like a flower. So just take a few moments to send the breath down and make sure it's a big, loving breath rather than being angry at your body for being sore. And I know it's hard to love yourself when you feel like shit, but I think it's also really important. So send those healing vibes downstairs. Nice, and then open the eyes, release the hands behind you, and we'll come to sit in Baddha Konasana legs. So the same legs as when we started, but this time we're sitting up. You can grab a hold of the ankles or the toes, and then just let the knees go up and down a couple of times, getting a bit of movement into this groin area, bit of openness and release. Beautiful. And then bring the knees together and send the legs out long. Nice. From here, we'll hug the right knee in towards the chest and then flip that foot up and over. If your hips are really tight, this might be enough for you, but if you can manage, bend the bottom knee and sweep it around, but make sure that both butt cheeks stay down on the mat and that you can press into the right big toe here. Nice, so we've got the right knee in. We want to wrap our left arm around that leg. Take the right hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale to find your twist. So again, twisting is really important in this series because not only does it help massage internal organs, particularly the digestive organs, which really helps with bloating and those sorts of symptoms, but also that compression on the belly feels really, really nice. And anything that's good for the spine and elongating the spine is also really good for our lower back. So breathe in here and then exhale to find a twist. Nice. And then coming all the way back to center. Unravel the legs, send them out long. Give them a little shake. And then when you're ready, hugging the left knee in, flipping that foot up and over the right thigh, staying here if the hips are really tight, or bending that bottom leg, sending both butt cheeks back down to the mat. So we've got left knee in this time, right arm wraps around, left hand comes behind us. We inhale, find this length, and then exhale to find your twist. Nice, keep breathing here. Inhaling to find length, and then exhaling, maybe squeeze the knee in even more. Feel this nice compression on the belly, the relief in the lower back. Beautiful. And then come back through center, release the legs. Again, give me a little shaky, shaky. Beautiful. And then we'll hug that right knee in again. This time send the knee out to the side so the sole of the foot comes in towards that elongated leg. Start to walk the butt back behind you so you've got a bit of space to fold forward if you want to. Inhale, press into the fingertips, find length. Turn the torso towards that extended leg. And as you exhale, start to walk the hands forward. Don't worry so much about how far down you get. We really don't want to see this turtle shell spine, so keep finding length. If you like, you can grab a hold of the foot or the leg or whatever you've got. And then once you've found your length, take the head and neck down, relax, and find your fold. Again, we've got this compression on the belly, so make sure you can feel that the belly and the thigh is connected. And if you can't, then bend the knee a lot so that you can. And close the eyes so you can also start to go inward and again concentrate on this breath. Beautiful. Gently walk the fingertips back up. Hug the knee in, give it a little kiss, and then send it out and swap over. So left knee comes in, send the left knee out to the side, wiggle the butt behind you. Inhale, sit up really tall, and then exhale, start to walk the hands forward as you lean over that straightened leg. Again, grab a hold of whatever you've got. Inhale to find length, and exhale, release the head and neck. Feel the belly and the thigh connect. Bend the knee if you have to. And try to close down the eyes as you relax and listen to the sound of the breath. Gently walking the fingertips back up. Hugging the left knee in. Give it a little thank you cuddle. Nice, and then send both legs out long. Bend the knees, scooch the butt up, and then come to lie all the way down on the back. Nice, so we'll set up for a bridge pose. When you're ready, take the heels underneath the ankles. Obviously, that's where they are. Take the ankles underneath the knees, is what I was meant to say. Tuck the shoulders underneath you so the chest feels really open. Scooch the butt towards the heels so you can almost feel them connect. And then when you're ready, press into the hands, press into the feet. And on an inhale, lift the hips up high. Beautiful, to find bridge. If it feels good in your body, you can interlace the fingertips underneath you. Tuck the shoulders under even more. Lift the chest to the chin and lift the chin up to the sky. And again, we're doing this one to open the heart, find a bit more energy. Keep pressing into the feet. Nice. At the same time, inversions are really good for our brain energy. So smile. And then exhale, release the hands and slowly bring the butt all the way down to the mat. Again, take the feet together, let the knees go wide. Hands can come to the belly in Supta Baddha Konasana. And we'll finish today with legs up the wall pose. I've shown the legs up the wall on YouTube before, but it's sort of self-explanatory, so I'm going to stay on my mat today. But if you like, bring your mat up against a wall, or if you're in bed, you can face the headboard. And essentially all we're doing is sending those legs up high so they're in contact with the wall. Your butt comes as close to the wall as possible. And then you really let the feet flop down towards you so that you feel that there's no effort in keeping the legs up to the sky. If you've got that hot water bottle or wheat bag handy, this is another great place to add that to your belly so you feel really comforted and nice, relieving all that pain, all that crampiness, all that bloating. So if you're not going to do any other pose, this is the one I suggest that you do for period pain relief and all the things associated with it. This is where we're going to end today. So make sure that you found a really comfortable position for you so that your shoulders can relax. And like I said, there's no effort to keep the legs up. If you like, you can put on your favorite track, close down the eyes, and use this time to just connect with the breath, breathing in and out through the nose, into the belly. Stay here for as long as you need. I'd suggest at least 5 minutes if you've got it. This is where we're going to end today. So I really hope that this video helps relieve your symptoms. And afterwards, I hope you get a nice cup of tea or someone to give you a head massage or whatever you need, because it's really important to take the time to give yourself a little bit of this self-love at this time. So rather than being angry at your body, just let it take what it needs. And if it needs rest, then please give it some rest. So I'll sign off here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Namaste.